Hey everyone, I have a little confession to make. I promised I'd tell you when I did it, but I was kind of waiting to see if anybody actually noticed anything different. I've had quite a few remarks that I look younger, but I honestly don't believe that it's any relation to what I did. But finally, I got a comment on a video that said, "Hey, I noticed something about you. Did you get Botox?" And the answer is yes. Yes, I did. So I've talked about it for a while. I've not made it a secret that I have been interested in quite a while in exploring getting Botox. If you look at videos before mid-January of this year, especially the tutorials where I'm really close in, you'll see quite a lot of deep wrinkles going across my forehead. And I've always had them from as long as I can remember. Especially there's one, can't remember which side of my head it's on, but it actually goes on a diagonal across my forehead or down my forehead. And even when I'm not moving my face, you could see all the lines. And it just always bothered me. If it's something you want to do, I recommend that you do it. And if it's something that you don't want to do, then don't do it. You're sitting there steaming in your chair. How dare she do this? It's my face. So I can do whatever I want to it. I didn't come to your house and forcibly tie you down and inject your head with something you didn't want. I would not ever tell someone to do this that doesn't want to do it. It's not a mandatory procedure, and if it's not for you, then it's not for you. If and when you choose to do it as a personal thing, as with anything medical, do your homework, get referrals, get recommendations, meet with a doctor before you choose to do anything. Your gut instinct is going to tell you whether or not this is the right fit for you. This is the thing that kills me. When you see the Groupons, the daily deals or whatever, 10 units of Botox for only whatever. This isn't a TV infomercial. This is medicine. This is a procedure. You don't buy it on sale. That's not a good idea. So I would definitely steer clear of that. If it's something that you need to finance or get a good deal on to afford, then now is not the time to do that. You don't want to mess around with someone, perhaps, I don't want to say unscrupulous, but maybe who isn't putting the care and time into it that is necessary. Like I said, it's still a medical procedure. It's elective, but it's still not something that you want to skimp on. I want to describe the experience, and then we can talk about what I think of this whole thing. So I went in, and my area of concern is not the frowning lines here. Now is not a good time to demonstrate, but I never really had that. I do make that mom face a lot, but I don't have that line. To me, it was just, like I said, the lines across my forehead that were evident even when my face was at rest. So I went in to see the doctor, and he and his nurse took a lot of pictures of my face at rest, making crazy faces, frowning, scowling, raising my eyebrows, all that. So that's sort of all my before shots. And then he had a ruler and a little marker pen, and he sat and he made me make more faces, and he measured and he marked everywhere where he was wanted to put the injections. And I had makeup on and all that. Oh my God, it sounds like the house is about to blow off the foundation. And then he gave me a stress ball to hold because I was nervous. I was really nervous because I'm not a big fan of pain. I don't know too many people who are, except maybe the people who read 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know. But needle going in your head, a little scary. So I was sweating and my hands were a little sweaty, and I held that little squeezy ball, and I honestly can't remember how many injections I had. I want to say it was like one over each eyebrow, and like maybe 4 along the hairline. It was all from here up. I asked him to look at my crow's feet, which I think I have, and he said I don't, and that he was not going to put anything there, that I didn't need it, and he wasn't going to do anything I didn't need. And then he went to town. It doesn't hurt. It really, not even, it's like a tiniest of pinpricks. It's a really small needle. Getting your finger pricked for blood hurts a lot worse than that. The only time you're like, ooh, like a little flinch is the last couple of injections, because they use the same needle. They fill it up with the amount that you need, and then they do a little here. And as they keep going on, the tip of the needle actually becomes duller as it's repeatedly piercing the skin. So the last couple of injections, you feel it a little bit more. It looked like I had some small mosquito bites, and my skin, I feel, is very reactive. So it didn't turn like red or anything. It just had these raised little lumps. Lump is a big word. They raised little areas around my forehead, which before I even left to go to my car were gone. So 15 minutes later, they're gone. And you don't look any different. Oh, and he took a ton of pictures at the end. The thing with Botox is that it is not an immediate fix. It takes about a week to 10 days before you see anything. And it peaks, I don't want to tell you when because I can't remember, but I think it's already peaked, and it wears off about 4 or 5 months in. Because this was my first time, my doctor insists that all their first-timers have to have a mandatory 2-week follow-up checkup, wants to make sure everything's looking right. Maybe you need a little tweaking, maybe you need a little bit more. I want to say, I did come back from my 2-week. That one line that goes sideways was still stubborn, and he did a couple little more shots over there, or maybe just the one. I don't remember. There's no charge for the follow-up stuff. The whole thing was under $300, I want to say. You think I'm getting old, can you tell? And no, it's not a reaction to having botulism injected into my head. Anyway, so that's how it works. That's how it goes. And I couldn't tell you how many units. I know there's people who do this a lot and they know exactly how many units they had and all that stuff. I will pay more attention the next time I do this. So that leads me to, will I do this again? What are my thoughts? Okay. So my initial thought is, once it started to kick in, I really like how my makeup applies, like as far as foundation. Like it really does go on smoother. It's a smoother canvas, and I do notice it, and it doesn't get cakey, and I'm just happier with the way my skin feels up there. And I can feel it. It's not numb or anything. I think I may, how do I put this? I will do it again, but I might do less. My eyebrows can move, but not as much as I'd like. So maybe just a smidgen, like dial it down just a little bit. Like I said, it's an art to figure out how much you need to get rid of the lines, but without making yourself look like you have no expression whatsoever. So a little tweaking the next time around, maybe a little bit less here and the same amount up here. I don't know. I don't know how long it'll last. I might be lucky. I could go maybe 6 months if I'm lucky and only have to do this twice a year. I probably will only do it twice a year, even if it does wear off faster. I think that's plenty. I'm kind of excited to learn that when I do get crow's feet, I can get it here. I don't know if that'll make me expressionless though, so I'll have to wait and see how I feel about that. But really, the only thing I wanted was for here up, and I'm very pleased with the results, and I'm very pleased with my doctor. If you have any more specific questions about my experience, I'll be happy to try and answer them. Like I said, I've only done this once, and I wish I'd paid more attention to the process. I was kind of, like I said, I was a little nervous. I was really nervous. So there's my little secret. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. One comment I would prefer that you don't leave. Don't tell me I didn't need to do it. It's done. So, that's not helpful at all. But other than that, I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.